Hello and welcome to Armed with Controllers. It's Fabs here, and today I'm very happy to bring you a video I've been waiting a long time to make for you. This is Kamen Rider Battride War, a hack and slash game that is based on the Kamen Rider franchise, one of Japan's premier tokusatsu or special effects shows. Guys dressed up as giant bugs punching and kicking each other. What's not to love? Exactly. Okay, so today I am going to be playing as Kamen Rider Double, the first show I watched, and one of my all-time favourites. I mean, just look at that. Is that not awesome? Damned cool. Yes, now let's count up your sins, just as you said there, Double. Okay, so, yeah, one of the main things about Kamen Rider, of course, is he's a motorcycle rider, hence the name. They always have a motorcycle, irrespective of how hard they have to try and shoehorn it in, and that's cool. So, today in this level, my main opponent is Kamen Rider Eternal, who was the bad guy from Kamen Rider Double's big film, summer film and whatnot, which is pretty cool. He does have his own film as well, Eternal does. Haven't watched it yet because that's the very last bit of Kamen Rider Double I haven't watched. And I really don't want to think that there's no more to watch because I do love this show so much. I love the cast, I love everything about the damn thing. So let's talk about this, shall we? So, Double's main shtick is that he's made of two people, hence the name. The half-boiled detective, Hidori Shotaro, and the boy with all the world's knowledge in his head, the enigmatic Philip. So they join forces, effectively, to become this one hero, Kamen Rider Double, using what's known as Gaia memories, which are sort of like USB sticks, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner there. And by switching what ones they're using at any one time, they can activate different abilities. Like, for example, I've got the metal body, which is bow staff formed. I've switched to the trigger one there, which is based around using a gun. And you can change the element as well. So, for example, here I am, he's a lunar trigger, which means the gun will fire in such a fashion that the bullets home in. I've switched to cyclone trigger now heat. So there's all kinds of different effects. There's 6 USB sticks in total. The main form, as it is Cyclone Joker, which is basically punching and kicking with the power of wind. And what's not to love about that? So the bad guys in this, here we are, Cyclone Joker there. The bad guys in this, they're made up of different mooks from the entire franchise. I was just fighting some shocker combat men there from the very first Kamen Rider back in the 1970s. There's some yummy greeds there from Kamen Rider AwC, which is a series that followed Double. So yeah, they do their best to please everyone. Okay, so there's also crazy powerful forms here. In this case, it's Cyclone Joker Extreme. X is spelled, Extreme is spelled with an X, no E, because who needs E's and got X? Exactly. Which means that for a limited period, as long as my super bar up there is filling up and draining, I'll be able to access this awesome form of power, which is pretty cool. So, you might recognise the concept of Kamen Rider in a show that turned up around the same time as Power Rangers. In this case, it was Masked Rider, which happens to be what Kamen Rider translates to. There's a reason we in the fandom don't call this Masked Rider though, because of that same show by Saban. You see, basically, Saban, he had a great deal, a lot of success in porting over Kyoryu's Sentai's Zyuranger and filming different footage by American actors and thereby creating Power Rangers. So he thought he'd do the same with a bunch of other great tokusatsu franchises from Japan. The Metal Heroes, we had Metal Sharavan, and another name which completely escapes me. They became VR Troopers. And likewise, Kamen Rider Black RX became Masked Rider, which was a terrible show. And as such, in fact, even the creator of Kamen Rider, the venerable Shotaro Ishinomori, he basically said to Saban, "You're not touching anything of mine ever again." And it's stayed that way since, which is kind of awesome. So anyway, this game, you get a pretty good representation of the franchise in the various ways. Playing as each character, you do get a great feel for what you're seeing in the show as well, which is pretty awesome. Like, you just saw me do quite a few things with Double there, in terms of like, form switching and such like. All of this is taken largely from the shows, so I am recreating all kinds of awesome moments. In fact, the first part of the story mode is literally recreating key moments, key episodes, to restore their memories for some daft storyline reason. So yeah. One of the main things as well is you want to try and build up huge combos, not least because it looks kind of awesome now you've just started a 2000 hit combo, but also because as you get higher combos you absorb more super energy, allows you to then change into your hyper form a lot more often, which is pretty cool. There we are. See, everything's blowing up. I think, yeah, I took down a helicopter. In some levels you can do something incredibly awesome. You can actually drive your cycle up a ramp into a helicopter, one hit killing it. And is that not just awesome? The answer is yes, it is bloody awesome. Just like this franchise. So anyway, looks like I have actually done a rather good job of clearing out all the annoying gates. Just do a nice little U-turn there, hell yes. Now see, one problem I will say about the motorcycle riding in this game is that you can't do a lot of the bike move that made a lot of the earlier series so awesome. Because you know, they would fight with the bike in some cases. In Cougar, which was in 2000, if I remember correctly, there was even a pretty awesome bike duel between the eponymous hero and one of the Grongi, who was himself based off of one of the original riders, which is awesome. So anyway. Yep, almost done. Excellent. Okay. Now then. It's hard to describe precisely what I do love about Double, to be honest. I mean, yeah, this is my favourite show of the franchise, and I've seen a good few of them. I can't claim to see more of them, because I am waiting for a lot of them to get decent subtitles. Until such a time, sadly. I must go without Blade. Never mind. Okay, final boss time. So yes, Double in particular was notable as the first of a new era in some respects, following a decade itself of new shows. It's hard to explain, long time story. But it represented a shift towards more light-hearted, but at the same time keeping the seriousness of a lot of the older ones in play. And it does a fantastic job of that, I think. If you get a chance, do give it a watch. Keep your mind open for, have a laugh, it's kind of daft, and you'll enjoy yourself. So here's a nice thing about this as well. You get a boss's life down, and you have to finish off with a finishing move, which is really flavourful and in keeping with the shows as well. Because usually they'll do a special jump kick, the infamous rider kick like that, which basically, it is the signature Kamen Rider thing. Okay, so Returnal's down. That's what you get for being a bad person. And some plots happening. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, well, that's all for this video now, I think. Do join me later for further Kamen Rider fun. This has been Fabs, Armed with Controllers. Please like and subscribe. And, as always, game hard. Good night.
よっしゃ決まっていくぜ変身うわい定めの鎖を解き放て